Hey everybody, Casey Transformed here again, and today I finally have my review for the Generations Voyager Fall of Cybertron Soundblaster. Now, I do not have Soundwave or Blaster, ironically. No wait, this is not... But I do have this one, and I just got this one because he was the one that was on sale. Not that I didn't want this mold, it's just this was the cheapest option to get him. And I'm really glad I got him. As you can see, he's the Fall of Cybertron Apocalypse car. I know it's actually something like communications truck or something, but that looks like an armored vehicle. It looks like something like the freaking army would use, especially since there's like a Gatling gun on top, which of course can be removed to reveal a little chair there. Why is there a chair there? Considering this is a Cybertron after all. But yeah, he's pretty cool looking. Get you a good look at all that detail. Look at those wheel rims. That really good detail there. Cow catcher's all broken up in like the War for Cybertron version. This is not flat like the War for Cybertron version, but I don't mind that too much. I've seen worse. Nice paint all over. Lots of little details. I love how this looks right here. All that detail in there. This of course lifts up for some reason. You'll see later. And that's it. Before we get to this, what he can do, here he is next to Generations Rhinox, who I actually just got yesterday. And, yeah, about the same size for Voyagers. Speaking of Voyagers, here he is next to Generations, Springer. Forgot his name for a moment. You can see, yeah, he's the basic Voyager size. Looks all nice and stuff. Now, he does have a gimmick. This is why all this stuff's kind of different from the War for Cybertron version. How it works is, lift this up to show you it. As you can see, there's a little thing right here, this little switch. You press it and bam. Might be easier to fold this in and it lays a bit flatter. You can see there's a disc in here. What this is I'm not sure what his name is here. It's Laserbeak, but I don't know what the gold version would be called. But for Soundwave it would be Laserbeak, so I'm just going to call him Laserbeak, okay? So what you do, you lift this up, and you can see this whole little spine kind of thing right in here. This is why it kind of has a chair, because you can push on the chair, and it'll push the spine forward, and what you do, it pops out. I'm going to show that again, because that went off camera. That went kind of slow. Normally, if I do it fast enough, it'll fall out, and there's a little button on here. This button causes it to automatically transform. Except sometimes it looks like he crash landed and broke his neck. It just gets stuck. But yeah, you can see there's his little bird mode. I kind of like how they use the shells. And even he's got a bunch of T-tails. As you can see, he's got these little spine effect here. He's got all this detail on his tail. A little bit on the other side of the wing. A lot of detail on the top of the wings. And while it's not painted, the head is nicely sculpted. So overall, this is a cool little minifigure. And it's pretty simple to transform back. You just fold this, turn this, push this down, push these together. And... oh, it flipped. There we go. So we're just going to set him off to the side. Actually, I'm going to show you how to do it in robot mode as well. So I'm going to set him aside. So to get him in the robot mode, just click that back on. Now normally for vehicle mode, it's kind of out on his hinge like this. See a little hinge there? Basically just push it down flat. Extend this back. So yeah. So we'll show you the transformation real quick. Alright everybody, here he is in robot mode. And as you can see, he gives him a very bulky look. He looks really good here. Oh, I actually forgot something. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, there is Generations Fall Cybertron, Soundblaster, and Robot Mode. And he looks really good. I mean, just... Okay, I'm really going to cover it. Look at that light piping. Look at that light piping. Oh, man, that speaks evil. Or, don't mess with him. Maybe he's not evil. Not sure. Of course, has the gun. He does not come with a second gun that normally Soundwave and Soundblaster would come with. Even though the box advertises one. Kind of sucks, but you can unpeg it and give it to him instead. One cool thing that kind of works with his main gimmick. Oh, let me just pick that again. You see on his hand, it's sculpted to have one finger sticking out. So you can actually kind of, can actually almost have it posed where it looks like he's going to hit the button himself, which actually, yeah. Speaking of which, it might be easier to show you the gimmick now that he's in robot mode and has a bit more height. Still not really slow with it. Gonna try it one more time. If it doesn't work this time, then I don't know. One more time. Oh, I'm gonna have to move the wheels out of the way and yep. That's how it works. Pretty cool. Oh, and as you can hear all that ratchet goodness in there. I just love the silhouette of this figure. I kind of want a t-shirt of just like a dark form of this, and then just the eyes glowing. That'd be an awesome t-shirt. I would buy like a dozen of those. You can see the chest detail is basically just the detail from the front of the vehicle, but it's all still really good. Even silver paint on the underside. Most of it's just the vehicle in full. Like, these are the sides of the vehicle where all the silver and yellow paint was. This was the back of the vehicle. Not a lot of new detail other than just the crotch, basically, and the head, which really does look like Soundwave's head. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. When I guess you count his hands, you can see all that little... It's not just a nub with a hole drilled in like they used to do. And you can see the feet a bit better now. It looks really good. It has a very bulky, very strong looking body. I don't want to mess with him. He's out of scale with a lot of other Transformers, but I don't mind. And Laserbeak kind of just sits on top of his head. There's nowhere he can really go. Well, articulation-wise, his head can move. Might be easier if I move the gun out of the way. His head does rotate. It's just very, very tough hinge. Or swivel, I guess. Swivel at the shoulder. Got a little hinge right there. Swivel. Ratcheted elbows. Love them. Those plastic ratchets are really just warming up to me. He does have a hinge at the wrist, as well as the swivel. And this is where I kind of didn't understand with Leader. Why did Leader Jetfire not have any wrist articulation, yet Soundwave has all this? And the hinge I can understand, because, you know, it's part of transformation. It's part of transformation, but he also even has a swivel, when Jetfire has nothing. That's why Jetfire kind of disappointed me. Nothing at the waist, because how he transforms. They probably could have worked something in, but... eh. 1 second. Sorry about that. Had a knock at the door. So, swivel. Hinge. Swivel. Ratchet goodness in the knee as well. I guess I'm going to keep doing that. And you do have a hinge at the leg so for some, you know, kind of stepping or maybe squishing poses. Squish Laserbeak. That's what it is. You betrayed him. Maybe. But yeah, overall, he's a really cool figure. I'm going to give him this cannon again. Love how it looks on his shoulder. Love it, love it. He's really cool. If you can find any version of him, from what I've seen of I love Soundwave's color scheme a lot more. Not that the gray and yellow and red here looks really good, but I just gotta have Soundwave's original colors because it's Soundwave. And I also want Blaster. I want every version of this thing. They could come out with like 6 or 7 of these guys, and I would probably buy every single one. Especially if they all come with different laser beaks. I want like all the it's almost like all the secrets. I want all the birds. I also need to get the other guys for this guy. But there he is. He's really cool. There, Gorilla. He's gonna smash somebody. He's a really cool figure. Soundblaster, Soundwave, or Blaster. I mean, any of them will probably be really good. Probably be just as good as this guy. Probably look better because there's actually a bit of nostalgia and actual character in them instead of just, you know, basic repaint. But yeah, I really love this guy. I even like the little bit of black that's right here to kind of make it look like this is all connected. Nice little details like that. I love it. Even the little gold. It looks really... I love the idea of a bulky Soundwave. But yeah, this has been KC Transform. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out of here. Oh, one last thing before I go. Thanksgiving is next week. I'm going to be at home. I most likely will not have a video review next week. So sorry about that, guys. See you guys in 2 weeks.